If you're looking to invest in Cleveland real estate, I don't want you getting caught looking at these properties with out-of-state eyes. This is a 4-unit apartment building projecting out a ridiculous amount of rent, and it's priced only at $199,900. Before you spend your money, though, you better send that sucker to me so I could let you know if it's truly a great deal or if it's a bum deal. This is your show. This is the show where I work for you directly, taking your needs. I'm going through the MLS, and I'm trying to find the best possible deal for you guys. Put down 25%. That's the perfect way to buy this. That's why real estate investing is the greatest industry in the world. Welcome to the show, folks, the show where I help investors like you make money investing in real estate, specifically the Cleveland market. We do a lot of other stuff, but Cleveland is really where my bread is buttered, folks. Sold over $200 million worth of investment real estate in and around Cleveland, and I run the largest scattered site rental portfolio. And my client, all right, he sent me this. My main man, George, from Long Beach, California, sent this in to me. This is a 4-unit mixed-use building, and they're projecting a whole lot of rent for a really low price, okay? 9901 Union Ave, Cleveland, Ohio, 44105. $199,000, but it's been on the market forever, dude. 151 days. That's an eternity in real estate. Why has it been on the market for so long? The rents are crazy high, right? According to the listing agent and the seller, we have 2 residential units, which are 3 beds, 1 bath, rented at $750 apiece. We have another one, which is a 2-1, rented at $4. And then the commercial space, according to the seller, can command $2,500 a month, right? It's like an old grocery store, right? Let's get some of the interior photos here, right? It's just like an old vacant grocery store, like a Dairy Mart kind of deal, right? I don't know if y'all got Dairy Marts out where you're living, but, you know, just like your corner store, your beverage store, okay? And that is vacant. And therein lies part of the problem. This deal looks great. It looks great on paper. If you were to run your numbers based on those rents and like normal fixed variable expense estimates, this would look like the greatest deal ever. But does that make sense? Why would it have been on the market for 151 days if it's arguably so much better than other properties? I'll tell you why. Because it's fool's gold, man. This one ain't going to make any sense for you, right? You're going to just get creamed if you buy this one, all right? We got some serious problems with this neighborhood. This is, if you were to look at my ultimate guide to grading Cleveland neighborhoods, this is what I consider to be an F-grade neighborhood, right? This thing is just full of blight, right? Here's your building. Right here, vacant lot, 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 vacant lot. Vacant, 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 vacant lot, vacant lot, vacant lot, okay? They're just tearing all these lots down, right? These houses on these lots, they get to the point where they're so jacked up, it would cost more to fix them up than they would actually be worth all fixed up, right? Because this little neighborhood right here, it's incredibly blighted, it's incredibly stressed, there's no money, right? So they're just tearing these down. They're becoming completely worthless. You get properties that literally end up being worthless in this neighborhood, okay? So what I would tell you is this is an F-grade neighborhood, right? If you check out my ultimate guide to grading Cleveland neighborhoods, graded all the neighborhoods in the Cleveland area on an A to F scale, right? I got it in the show notes below. It's on the tools and resources tab of HoltonWise.com, right? You should always utilize that when investing in Cleveland, folks. F-grade neighborhood, right? Really, really blighted. F is high risk, okay, low cost. A, low risk, high cost, right? This is about as blighted as you can get, right? So that creates multiple problems for you, right? One of which, if you're in a really blighted area, just dealing with residential tenants, it's incredibly difficult to get your rent consistently. Yes, we can utilize the Section 8 program, which really helps alleviate some of those problems. However, when it's this blighted, right, utilizing the Section 8 program, it really alleviates a lot of issues in like C and D neighborhoods. Does it work to an extent? Yes, when you get into the F-grade neighborhoods, but it makes things more difficult. And the bigger issue than that, though, is the difficulty of the tenants, is the neighborhood is just so dangerous. It's very hard to get on-the-ground property management to work for you, right? You, George, you're in Long Beach, okay? You can't manage this on your own. You need people on the ground. Well, my company, we don't do construction services in these neighborhoods. We don't do property management in these neighborhoods. We could buy and sell, do that kind of stuff, but I can't send my maintenance crew, my landscaping crew to neighborhoods like this on a regular basis without creating more turnover for my property management business. I don't want to deal with that. This is 2021, bro. There is a labor shortage in the construction industry, right? It is very hard for me to keep employees, right? I have employees. I want to keep them happy, right? And you're going to find that with a lot of the other big dogs, right? The other bigger companies out here, when the neighborhoods are too bad, it's too tough to get leasing agents and construction guys to go to these neighborhoods without them quitting, right? So a lot of us just pass on working with these types of investments, right? So that leads you to now hire unreliable people because the bigger, more reliable companies with the market shares, they don't want to touch it. So now you're dealing with people who are either unproven, have proven to be bad, or people that just don't care about the law and they're just illegally managing properties. You're dealing with the bottom of the barrel. So you already have a tenant base that's more difficult than a lot of the other neighborhoods to deal with, and you're doing it with very inconsistent work. So even if you were to get those rents, I'd have no idea how to tell you how much money you'd make because it's way too inconsistent. And then comes in our other issue, your grocery store, your corner store. Dude, this is a freaking corner store in a neighborhood where people are just leaving and abandoning their houses and they're just tearing them down. What are the odds we're getting a tenant in there? Again, probably pretty low. And what are the odds we're getting a tenant in there at $2,500? Probably fucking zero. That's insane. There's like no reasonable scenario where I would believe that you would be able to get yourself another grocery store tenant at $2,500 a month. I think that's pie in the sky. I don't think that's going to make sense, right? So for you, George, I think this investment is a pass. You can't do the investment. As a matter of fact, you can pick up 4-unit mixed-use buildings in higher quality neighborhoods throughout Cleveland. As a matter of fact, I just did one on the Investment Properties for Sale show, folks. Check that out. It's a 4-unit mixed-use building, and it's got 4 billboards on top of it, priced the same. That's what this property would be worth in like a C-grade neighborhood, okay? The property's value here in this F-grade neighborhood ain't nowhere near $200. If everything I told you wasn't true about what I just said about this particular property, okay, notwithstanding how difficult it would be, you would simply not do the deal because like that billboard property on the west side, that west side neighborhood, that's just a better deal, right? If somebody's like, hey, man, I got $5 in this hand and $10 over here, I'll give you one. Pick a hand. Nobody's picking 5. Not that 5 is bad. It's just 10's better, right? So there's already better deals. And I don't like to utilize the MLS Search Analysis show to pitch my own properties that HoltonWiseTV is selling. So that's not what this is. But there is a whole slew of other more attractive buildings for this price point that you could buy than this one. So for that reason alone, I would not recommend you do this deal. But without that, just this deal alone, not worth $200K based on everything I just told you. And the market is telling you that too, right? You are not going to see a mixed-use building priced correctly be on the market for $151. You definitely would not see it if it was really being able to generate the types of rent that are being claimed on this listing, right? So that's what I do, right? You're in Long Beach. I'm in Cleveland. Impossible for you to know all of this from Long Beach. That's why we're here. We help investors like you. You want to do the due diligence on the validity of your investment before you buy in Cleveland, folks. So if you're out there, you bet your ass you better make the smart move like my man George did and send your property to me before you drop $200,000 on something that's probably not even going to sell for half of that, if I had to guess.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to HoltonWise TV for more financial information, education, and entertainment.